Today is going to be another delightfully chaotic day as I am playing Taxi Mom all through the fucking DMV. Shit. Or, actually, not through all of the DMV, just through Fairfax County. Because, yeah. My hubs has a whole bunch of different training stuff, so he's going back and forth between his work location and the government center, and then baby girl has her usual back and forth between elementary schools for before and after school care, and somewhere in there I'm going to attempt to figure out how to get some work done. So it's going to be delightfully chaotic as I slept like shit, woke up in a pool of sweat because I was dumb and forgot to take my medicine before I went to bed. So, that's always entertaining. And even though I've been up for, an hour, I think I've been up for longer than an hour. I don't know. I was out of bed before 5:30. It's almost 7:15, or it is 7:15-ish. So I've been up for like an hour and a half. And yeah, I will be chaotically running all over the place, which means you get all of the fun, me in the car live rambling. Because car thoughts are the best thoughts. You don't realize how much time you spend in the car, but also, driving can be very monotonous, which is why fucking tech bros wanna, turn everything electric and have self-driving cars so that they can be productive in the car, but they're just special and don't know how to do it. So, they make up excuses for their lack. Super fun. Anywho, it is Wednesday. What is today? I don't know what day it is. Oh, it is Wednesday the 15th. It's tax day. Did you get your taxes done? If not, it's okay. You can request an extension. As much as, TurboTax sucks. That is who I've used for way too long, so they have all of my information and make it easy to get that taken care of. Yeah, I finally got it done on Monday. I have to figure out a toll ticket that apparently I had and need to take care of. But that's on my to-do list today, along with processing some chaotic thinking that occurred, yesterday evening in chat with QJ, and so that's going to be fun to work through. If you're not following QJ Raw, you need to, because his shit is fucking amazing. He is also a single dad with a nonverbal, neurodivergent, amazing, awesome kid. He actually has 2 kids. His oldest is nonverbal. His youngest is 4. But he's doing awesome things. And at the same point, could totally use a boost. So today, I'm going to sit here and talk about my friend, how awesome, amazing they are, and how, one, you need to go follow them on all the things. They're all over the place. Two, if you have not seen or looked at their human digital twin that they've got going on, it's AI with emotional intelligence, and they're constantly getting it better and better through discussion. And so, yeah, throw some love his way, preferably in the form of U.S. dollar bills, y'all, because, you know, bills to pay and whatnot. So yeah, I dropped kids and hubby off at work. I am heading home. Fuck, I don't know. I'll probably get home. I need to do some exercise. So I'll probably do a workout and then rinse off. And that might be time to go get baby girl again. But that's where I'm starting my day. And maybe, yeah, we'll do it. Get the chaos. Let's see how long I can live stream on my phone. So, yeah. Are you ready for the chaos that is a day playing Montaxby? I know you're excited. So, I. Not really. I'm really tired and I would love to go back to sleep. But I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk up my friend. I'm going to basically beg for money so, we can pay bills. But also give you some valuable information. So we are summer camp activities. It's not like, you have to sign up by a certain time, but there will be all sorts of shenanigans from May Day, so May 1st, all the way to September 1st, which is Labor Day. So from May Day to Labor Day, we're going to be chaotically delightful and attempt to hack patriarchy. Attempt to hack. Who am I kidding? Not going to lie, I'm kind of good at what I do, and so we're going to hack the patriarchy, figure out how to get, the shit show that is the U.S. government back on, an improvement. Because, and I've said this, America has never been great, good, we have fucking problems. We'll just say that. But just like any other organization, there are good and there are bad in everything. The goal is to kind of keep the compass pointed in the right direction, and I'm about to get kind of deep, but also kind of scientific, so just go with me. So in my conversation with QJ, yesterday. Um, they were sharing some images from their AI. I think it was the Notebook LLM, I think, is where he pulled that stuff from. Anyhow, because again, he's focused on the human aspect of how human and AI can work together, mostly to, you know, help people be able to take control of their narrative and be able to pay them bills. Anyhow, they're focused on the human element within that, and a lot of the images that they were putting together as they're describing it looked a lot like some of the stuff that I've worked on and put together. How I just hopped on the Wi-Fi. How me and QJ linked up because he saw some of my stuff. He's like, "Yo, sounds like you're speaking my language." So um, anyhow, keep talking and whatnot as I get things going. So we started working his stuff about the human was talking about the ego, and image he showed or sent me was exactly the image of a black hole, but instead of a black hole, it was talking about the ego. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. The ego is basically a black hole, which totally makes sense when you think about it. I think baby boy is still asleep. So, yeah. Too many things in my hand. Let me drop this here. So we were talking about that and the ego as a black hole and all of that fun stuff. And I forget where I was going with it, but when you think of the ego and how our current US government is kind of operating, what they're doing is attempting to pull all of the gravity, attention, it's all me, 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 me. Ooh, yes. We're going with the Bluetooth now. Let's see if it connects. Come on. I love these new wireless headphones I got, but they can be a pain in the ass to connect. Yeah. I'm back. All right. I might get the key. Anyhow. Well, all right, so talking about the ego and what we were talking about last night with the elements of with, oh, puppy is whining. All right, let me go get him. Think about an individual who has a massive ego. Literally sucks all the energy, all of everything out of the room, out of the space you're in. Hey, baby, come on. And you end up with this black hole of space that no one wants to be near. So the goal, hey, baby, you want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, yes, you're such a good baby. This is my Buster baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. All right, let's stretch. Oh, this was so fun. Come here. Oh, stretch. Oh, goodness. It's just me. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good stretch. But as an individual's ego grows and they kind of get to this point of one of two things are going to happen. They are either going to just fade into oblivion, alone, or they're going to end up having a meltdown that is explosive and, well, destroys and takes out a lot within its path. But all of this is nothing new. People have been talking about the various cycles of both humanity and the solar system for who knows how long. And if you were able to watch the podcast that I posted yesterday, episode 5, talking about sailing the data sea, information and data is a sea, not a lake. Tech refers to it as a lake, but with a lake, there are borders, parameters, like, you know what's there. The internet is more of a sea in that you don't know where it starts, where it begins. There are dark, bottomless pits, and at the same point, as we continue to grow in knowledge and wisdom on how to leverage information systems, data systems for the good of all humanity, working together, we are able to we're able to sail the sea and navigate it same way our ancestors did, same way pirates did. That's paying attention to the stars. Hey, handsome, I'm doing a workout. And I have a camera on the floor over here, just so you know. You're okay. It's on the down there. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Okay. What's on your schedule? Okay, let's take a look at it. Fifteen, 16, 17, 18. Hey, kitty kitty. 19, 20, 21, 2, 23. She's fine. 24, 25. All right, from sumo squats, I'm moving into just regular squats. One, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right. Shake them out and then do one more set of sumo and then another set of regular squats. I love you, sleepy. What would you like for breakfast? You want me to make you scrambled eggs? Toast? Dutch baby? Chocolate chips? Yeah, oh, I saw that smile. He's sleepy enough, but all right. Let me finish my workout and then I will make a Dutch baby. Dutch baby for my baby boy. Oh. You need to go get some medicine. You know where it is, right? It's on my desk, yep. Class at 11, unit test and health. Okay, I mock SOL. Okay, cool. I'm okay. I am running around like a chicken with my head cut off today because you go pick Sissy back up. Then around noon, lunchtime, I'm gonna go pick up Dad, take him to the government center because he has training at the government center, and he'll be there actually until like 4. So I'll take him over there, then I'll come home, have a little bit, And I'll take Sissy to wherever she is this afternoon. So make sure you stay on top of your classes. You can do the bare minimum today because I know you're not feeling well. How about you start with running upstairs, taking a hot shower, let your sinuses drain out. I might have some of the Vicks shower tabs if you want to drop one of those in the shower. All right, if they exist on the rolly cart in my bathroom on the very bottom shelf. Okay? Water. You can get water. Do you want me to get you water? Yeah, let me go get you water. Do you have a water bottle? Mm-mm. All right, I've got a cup here. Okay. Here's water. I'm gonna start the oven heating up, and hopefully I can finish my next, 75? 375? I can never remember and sometimes do it at 400, so 50? Huh. Gotta love the grunts in the morning. Cool. You're okay. You don't have to word. I love you. You're fine. Huh? Yeah. Garden corner. Yep, no, I moved it. Okay. You've got water. That is heating up. I need to finish up my workout. Go shower. You'll have breakfast once you get out of the shower. Oh, this is still sitting here from this morning. Hey. Y'all, I wasn't kidding about the delightful chaos happening. Okay. I love you. All right. Another 25 and 25. Cool. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 3, 4, and 5. You getting your toy pop? All right, shake that out. Oh no! Come here. get it? You gonna come get it, or am I gonna have to throw it to you? All right, there you go. Okay, so as I said, today is a chaos day where I'm running all over the place, and you guys get to watch the delightful chaos that ensues as I attempt to get some work done and really prepare for this whole idea of building up a parallel system that presents the opportunity for people to reset their narrative and take control of everything from their data, how their data is used, all of that fun stuff. But the key, as I'm getting ready to do another set of squats, the key is that you have to, one, you have to be willing to move. And if you're one of the many, many individuals who suffer from chronic pain, yeah, you say hi to everyone, yes. Come here, baby. If you're one of the many who suffer from chronic pain, but you love to watch puppies, huh? You have to figure out creative ways to move that aren't going to exacerbate your pain, as well as, be able to be present, be available. Oh, yes, you want all the attention, huh, baby? Here, lay down. Yeah, was that fun? Anyways, you have to find creative ways to do the same thing that is easy for others, but for you could be absolutely debilitating because just the thought of moving your muscles, getting yourself out of bed, it's exhausting. So those days where you either have no choice or you feel enough of a movement of energy, you have to be able to kick it into gear and get set within your flow. Because, and I was talking with QJ about this the other day, about your flow and how, especially individuals with like ADHD or audio AUDHD, all across the neurodiverse spectrum, even with chronic pain, you have to like reset that energy to get the flow in order to get anything done. And sometimes if it gets interrupted, and this is not like, as I've said, it's nothing new. Stuff people have known about for God knows how long. You can read examples about it in Islam, in the Catholic Bible, and the Christian, in the like 47 different translations of biblical texts, which even then, like, who determines what is canonical? If you if you have any sort of pop culture reference or understanding of pop culture or popular culture, you quickly see how the stories just kind of repeat over and over and over again. And then once you start seeing those patterns go, you can kind of figure it out. It's kind of like with Double Dutch, you have to be able to kind of sit there and watch how the ropes are moving so you know exactly when to jump in.
so that way you can pick up the flow. It's all physics. It's all scientifically sound, but it is also sound in the realm of the social sciences and how societies have functioned and um, risen and fall. And when you hear climate activists talking about creating circular systems and circular supply chains, it's the same thing, same idea of you can watch the cycles, you can prepare for what's going to come, but in order to prepare for what's going to come, you have to be able to slow down long enough to pay attention. You need to slow down long enough to listen to accurate sources, because sources matter, because some sources are completely biased. I will fully admit my bias leans into I guess, I lean more towards the anarchist mentality of individualized and decentralized by the authoritarian concept of controlled and centralized for lots of different reasons. But the biggest thing is what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. Everyone is different. So you have to figure out what patterns work for you and then figure out how to really get those patterns to work for you. Anyhow, where was I? That's right, squats. So another 25 regular squats. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to make baby boy breakfast and then run upstairs and shower. Sorry, y'all won't get to, I'll stop live recordings while I get myself prepared for the rest of my day running around. I know you all are absolutely devastated, but that's for a different platform, because that's the other thing. You have to realize that every platform on the internet has its purpose and its audience. So as you are, sending out your signal saying, hey, come look at me, I need help, give me money so I can live, whatever your particular shtick is, you have to know how to talk in all of those realms. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you stuck with me, did all the squats, be proud of yourself. You did 50 regular squats and 50 sumo squats this morning. Getting your body moving. I'm so proud of you. And yes, fuck is a mantra. The show. Oh, man. All right. Breakfast time. We're gonna move this way. Ooh, I've got a message. Ooh, hey Jason. I have been loving reading your shit this week. Oh my goodness. So good. Once I do have money, your book is going to be in my library because I'm really excited about it. Get my computer rolling. All right. Delightfully chaotic morning. There we go. So, as I said this week, making lots of racket. My husband's been sick. My kids have been sick. I am attempting not to get sick. And to do that, fuck. Okay. Butter, eggs is going to be a feat in and of itself, but that's okay. But baby boy is up getting himself ready for school. I'm making him breakfast. This is 1 day a week where he gets to have a delightfully sweet breakfast. Because, I mean, we fucking love sugar in this house. Not even gonna pretend that we don't. Not even gonna pretend that we even manage to, eat healthy and how we're supposed to. We know how we're supposed to, but, actually following through on what you're supposed to do can be a whole other ballgame. Where'd that go? Okay. Half cup flour, half cup milk. But today I'm making a Dutch baby, which actually is funny in and of itself because I've been making Dutch babies since, I was free to be in the kitchen cooking on my own, which I'm one of 8 kids in my, growing up family, extended family, however you want to call it. My toxic family, one of 8 in a toxic family, which in and of itself is something that at some point in time I'm sure we'll talk through, or I can talk through it right now. That's fine. I'm making breakfast. So, families, they are sticky. And what I mean by families being sticky is that as much as you want to distance yourself from certain individuals in your family, certain portions of your family, unfortunately, the reality of the situation is you're always kind of attached to them. And yeah, that can create its own level of toxicity. But what you have to learn is when and how to set boundaries, how to keep said boundaries. Everything from when my mother shows up on my doorstep unannounced, and they live in South Carolina. I live in Northern Virginia, and I do have a sister and a brother in Northern Virginia right now. I think they're still up here. I don't know. We're a bunch of military brats. Which military brats really are the ones who bear the brunt of all the war, the, you know, toxic levels of humanity, and both on the environmental side all the way to the toxic personality side, because from the time they are born, they are attempting to process the ills of the world. They don't get to pretend like they live in a bubble as much as they try to, because they're constantly moving. My kids have lived in, how many different states? So we lived in California. That's kind of where mine and Hub's story started, sort of. We met in Iraq, but we were stationed in California. Both of my kids were born in California. Then baby girl spent time in Texas, where she lived with my grandmother, her great-grandmother, and she split time between there and her bio dad's mom's house in Texas. And that was not just, not just toxic, but, you know, at that point in time, I was young and dumb and attempting to figure out how to get out of an extremely toxic relationship with baby girl while still living under a rock of the idea that some people have a right to another entity. I don't know how to really explain it, but I was still trying to navigate the whole, you know, I cannot leave my child with you because, you know, you're an abusive asshole, but also technically you're biologically her father, and I don't have any grounds just yet to do anything about that. At least that's how my brain was working, because, you know, these patterns are things that we have to work through. And so she lived in Texas for a little bit, and then I deployed to Iraq when she was 1. She spent half that time with bio dad's mom, and then my parents went and picked her up. And she stayed in South Carolina for, you know, the second half of my deployment. Then when I got out, I was pregnant with baby boy. Baby boy was born in California. And then we moved to South Carolina. Lived there for a little bit. We actually lived with my parents for about 6 months while we were unemployed. Then Hubs got a job, so we moved to Georgia. We lived in Georgia for about 6 years. Then we moved to Southern Virginia. Anyways, all of this time, my kids have school, friends. It's a very not perfect environment for creating roots, but it does create resiliency for the kids to learn how to, you know, roll with the punches, if you will. And I think I've talked about it before, about how parents are just, you know, kids attempting to figure out how to raise kids, because no one really has any idea what they're doing or how they're doing it. And, you know, I think I've come to the conclusion that somewhere between 30 and 40, you have a little bit of a enlightenment time, I guess. The best way to describe it, where you finally are like, oh, I think I know how to get my life together, but I'm not quite there yet. So you know what you need to do. Then you have to start actually doing it. And the goal is, as you're figuring this out, hopefully you can bring along your kids. However, when you have 8 kids, it becomes more difficult because now you're splitting yourself in 8 different ways. That's in here. And as you're going in 8 different as you're going in 8 different directions, it becomes even more difficult to, keep your life together, keep their lives together, and then as much as you want your kids to like, hey, let me spare you the heartache and the pain and learn from my mistakes. Kids is dumb, and sometimes they have to learn their own way. And it's frustrating, but the struggle of helping your kids to maintain their own autonomy is to let them and be ready to catch them whenever they need it. And I will say, my mom and stepdad have very much been there to, I know if I had to go on the run and I showed up at my mom's house, they'd give me a place to sleep, help me out, probably even help me find a lawyer or whatever I needed. But, one, I don't want them to have to do that, because I've also watched them have to do that for my other siblings, because, again, kids is dumb, and I say kids because really, we're all kids, so kids is dumb. Good. Oh, I forgot to put chocolate chips. Where are the chocolate chips? Anyhow, say all that in the midst of making stuffed babies for baby boy, to say that military kids are fucking resilient as fuck. At the same point, they kind of got issues too, as they are navigating the ever-impending doom of, coming home and realizing or learning, hey, it's time to pick up and move again, to the extremes of finding out that a parent or another loved one has been killed in the line of duty, and all of that fun stuff. There we go. So, as we learn to navigate the impending doom of yet another apocalypse, because, again, there are some people who are just dumb and are constantly acting like the world is going to end, when in fact the world is not ending, it's just changing in a manner that maybe you're not a fan of. Personally, if the world stays the way it is today, I don't want to be a part of it. And I think that's the realization that a lot of people come to at some point in time is that the enlightenment is really just the holy fuck. If things continue the way they are continuing, I mean, what's even the point of living if that's the way it's going to be? So, yep. All right. Breakfast is in the oven. Woot. All right. Set a timer for that. Now I'm coming over here, check my computer. It's 8:07. Still have some time. To maybe get a little bit done. I still. Nah, I'm just talking to myself. I love you. I just put your breakfast in the oven. I just put your breakfast in the oven. No before. So one of the fun things about hubby starting work at the county is he gets to go through all of the like intro training and all of that fun stuff. So the training that he has this morning is cybersecurity training. And he's like, it's actually not bad. Definitely geared towards the lowest common denominator, which when it comes to like annual training, you want it to. So that makes sense. I am pulling things up. Um, so um, Monday. That's good. That's good. Um, I have to figure out what's on my schedule for today. I think I have a meeting with Reuters today. Morning training. Yes. That's at 11:30. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'll be able to do that call. Trying to see if I needed to change up any of my calls. I'm like seriously trying to keep it together. Okay. File to this. Um, Larger sizes. Oh, great. So we're making shirts for um, Gun Sense University. Yeah, GSU, Gun Sense University. I remembered. I'm proud of myself. Um, zero, oh, 0.50. My brain is not working quickly. So Gun Sense University, we're making Virginia Gun Sense Virginian shirts and selling them for our chapter, Virginia State chapter of Moms Demand Action. And Moms Demand Action is a gun sense activist group, and we advocate for gun sense laws. And a lot of people don't like us because moms are the best, in my opinion. But we are also, you get a mom on your side, and that's how anything gets done, is because I I know a lot of people have had not the greatest moms. That makes me really sad. Like, when I think that was one of the things that as I grew and learned, like, different people have different experiences, and the realization that not everyone has a loving parent or really has someone who's willing to fight for them. And again, you don't ever want someone to have to fight for you, but sometimes that's what you need. And so that's what I'm doing now as I hop on random live streams where, you know, I guess some people enjoy my chaotic ramblings as I get ready for the day and do things. Hey, handsome boy. Mer, we still on, Mer? You're going over there? All right. I'm listening for the buzzer, and then once the buzzer buzzes, I'm going to run up and shower myself. Love you. He's so funny in the mornings. Um, okay. what was I saying? The realization that not everyone has a good mom to fight for them or teach them made me want to be able to help individuals who don't have that. So I kind of end up filling the gap. And also help other moms, dads, parental units who are just doing what they can and still they're, struggling to survive because I watched my mom do that. Where is it? I can't find it right now, but you know, okay. Now that I have checked email, checked in with Hub, see how his day's going. I think yesterday I managed to set up some things to post, so I don't have to go in and manually post for today, so that saves me some time, but I'm gonna double check that and make sure everything's rolling as it should. I really have to pick up the Astrolith social, but yep, everything is scheduled through. Actually, I have some stuff because I've got all the summer camp stuff. I need to also do. So, um, Pride Prom is coming up, and that's going to be exciting. Baby girl has been. She helps plan it as oh fuck. I just saw something that is fucking amazing. Oh my gosh. So, um, so, um, I don't know, and Jason, you might have been on when I was first. Um, when I first got started this morning, anywho. So QJ Raw, if you're not following them on Substacks, you need to. Dope ass shit coming from him. But I get all the sneak previews and the Sex and the Singularity. Like the next one is gonna be fucking amazing. I'm excited for it. Ooh, so all right. So here's the deal: if you are on Signal, which, in my opinion, Signal is the chat app to use security wise. Um, um, Anyhow, Signal. Sorry, I was talking with QJ and Signal as he um, dropped stuff. He's starting to record. Why can't guests? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, today is wild. So, the he has his first guest on the podcast, and he's recording tomorrow night. So he just sent me a graphic talking about that um, for the first guest episode, and it's going to be amazing. Monica Tanner, who is a relationship coach, best-selling author, sex therapist, all of the amazing stuff. But if you want, hey, Jason, if you want to go on his podcast and talk, you should totally hit him up because I would love to hear your story more. I mean, I read all your shit too, so there is that. But um, I love being able to connect people, especially super smart, amazing, awesome people. Um, okay, so everything is set to for posting. I'm good there. Fucking 8:30. All right, I've got to drop so I can run up and shower, and then um, I will be back on live at any point in time. So be ready for the chaos of today. And thanks for hanging out with me and listening to my ramble. And yeah. All right. I will be back. Bye. Ooh, that's the food.